Welcome everyone to another episode of Project Charonda. Now in the last episode we reconditioned our rack and pinion, as after we did our power steering installation we realized that our rack and pinion was leaking, so we got that reconditioned. Now I was still again hoping to start the car and drive out the car, but as you can see here, the car is on jack stands. Now why is the car on jack stands? Well, aside from us installing the rack and pinion, we chose to do some other things in the midst of that, and as such those parts are off the car. So we don't have the exhaust manifold on the car, and intercooler piping is going to get some work done. So look out for a future episode with that. So in the meantime we're going to be doing some little bits and pieces of other things on the car, because as I said, there are many small things to do on the car, so to get it up and running, and we're not looking to get it perfect, but we're just trying to have everything done right. All right, so here we have the dash for the Charade. This is the dashboard for the Charade, and if you recall from previous episodes when Corey had modified this dash and put it in, this dash was gray. As you can see now, it's jet black. Don't know if you can see it from the video, but it has a different finish to it. Now this finish is called flocking. Now with anything that you do with a race car, first you look for function and then you look for style, right? So this flocking now, it's something that's done on race cars to reduce any reflection from the dashboard surface. Now remember, this dashboard now was in the car was a street car before, and of course it would have had the armor all on it, and you know, to protect the plastic. That helps to protect the plastic, but it tends to give off this glass, and you don't want that on your race car. So there for some time now I've looked up into doing this, and this is what I did by myself. So I don't have the recording of me doing the whole dash, but now you're going to see in this vid how it is that I applied the flock to some bits and pieces that are part of this dash. Alright, now that we have the pieces cleaned up, these are the things necessary to do the flocking. So first you're going to need an adhesive. There are different adhesives depending on where you bought your flock, and ensure that you get it in the color that you're going to do your flock. Some places actually send you a 2-part epoxy that you can use. This is already mixed as with everything already, so it has a pigment and the adhesive itself in one. You're going to need brush, a different size, and also a roller if it is that you're going to have a bigger part. This is your bag of flock that you're going to be using, and your applicator. Now you have different applicators. This one is a mini flocker. It what you do is that you load it up 3/4 way, just about half to 3/4 way, and in using it you use like a pumping action like this, and the flock comes through these little holes. Then you have the electrostatic applicator. This one, it uses a 9-volt battery inside. You fill it with flock, then you switch it on. After you apply your adhesive, you have it on the part that you're going to be flocking, and you apply your flock with whichever adhesive you decide to use. You work according to the instructions, right? All of them have a different work time. Now the work time for the one that I have here is 10 to 15 minutes. So within 10 to 15 minutes of applying it to the surface, within that 10 to 15 minutes I have to also apply the flock. So it's a pretty short work time. So if it is that you have a bigger project, it's best that you get help. I will be looking into other adhesives other adhesives in the near future to see if I can have a longer work time for bigger projects that I may take on for clients. I also do recommend that you have, if it is that you're going to be doing this yourself, have more than one applicators, right? So in the case of if you're going to be using this one that gives you the pumping action, fill up more than one of them and have them ready so that when one is finished, you can just move to the other one. If it is that you only have one, ensure that you have a container that you separate, that you store the flux in, that you can quickly just refill. That's what I tend to do with the electrostatic applicator. So I'll have a container on standby that whenever the flux is finished out of this, I just throw in my new batch of flux, and I'll be able to work properly within my work time. So I'm going to fill these up now. Alright, so I'm going to set my timer now to about 15 minutes. I'm going to have Ivy here work on this piece while I work on this piece. Even if it is that you have a bigger project where you would be using a roller, still advise that you have a brush, because there'll still be small places, small intricate places. If you were to do a dashboard, there are small places that you're going to still need a brush to do your application. So let's get to it. So the recommended waiting time is 24 to 48 hours. So now that 24 hours has passed, due to our ambient temperature, 24 hours is adequate for our drying time. So to get off the excess fiber, you can simply use a brush or shake it off, or you can use some compressed air, but you don't want to go too heavy if you're using compressed air. Here is a part in natural sunlight, a nice sweet finish. Now we'll have Ibrahim install the bits that we had just flopped into the dash. So this is something I've been really looking forward to doing for quite some time. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I do hope that you learned something from my experience. I may be doing some more bits in the near future, so just stay tuned. Thanks for watching.